Good evening. It's good to see all your smiling faces out there. Well, some of you are smiling. Smile. My name is Dennis Sekine, and I am the MC for tonight's Nirvana Day Concert. We're so pleased that you are here with us in this historic Honpa Hongwanji Hawaii Betsuin temple. Our Chief Minister, Reverend Yuika Hasebe, will now deliver some welcoming remarks.
Good evening, and a heartfelt welcome to all of you. Thank you very much for joining tonight's Nirvana Day Concert, an evening of music, poetry, and the Tibetan meditation. It is said that Shakyamuni Buddha, the founder of Buddhism, passed away on February 15 at the age of 80. The Sanskrit word nirvana means blowing out or extinguishing. Nirvana Day marks the day when Shakyamuni Buddha was freed from physical suffering. All the fires of passions were extinguished, and he entered the true realm of liberation and a complete peace. I hope this concert offered us an opportunity to step away from our busy everyday lives, to quietly listen to the words of wisdom, experience the beauty of the music, and reconnect with our inner selves. I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to Mr. Udi Bar-David. One day he reached out to us and explained his hope for creating a peace and harmonious place through the beauty of music and art. Also, Mr. Stephen Casano, Ms. Erika Sato Bar-David, for sharing your beautiful music with us tonight. I also would like to extend my appreciation to Lama Wangchuk. He and his meditation class gave us a chance to meet more variety of Buddhism here at the Hawaii Betsuin. Lastly, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to the committee members, Udi, Mr. David Atchison, Ms. Cindy Arm, Ms. Wendy Yumori, Mr. Alan Goto, and MC Mr. Dennis Sekine, and Betsuin board and temple members who offer help and prepare refreshment. As closing of my welcoming message, please allow me to offer a short prayer of Metta Sutta. Let us together bow our head in reverence. May all beings be happy. May they be joyous and live in safety. All living beings, whether weak or strong, in high or middle or low realms of existence, small or great, visible or invisible, near or far, born or to be born, may all beings be happy. Let none deceive another, nor despite any being in any state. Let none by anger or hatred wish harm to others. Even as a mother, at the risk of her life, watches over and protects her only child, so with a boundless mind should one cherish all living things, suffusing love over the entire world, above, below, and all around, without limit. So let each cultivate an infinite goodwill towards the whole world. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you very much, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Sensei. Let us calm our minds and bodies and open our hearts for beautiful music and poetry. The concert begins with the kansho, or the ringing of the calling bell of the three treasures of Buddhism, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. That will be followed by Tibetan meditative chanting led by Lama Wangchuk. Lama means a spiritual leader in Tibetan Buddhism. Lama Wangchuk was born in Tibet. After extensive training and meditation, he was assigned by his elder brother, His Eminence the 12th Tai Situ Rinpoche, to teach meditation in Hawaii. We begin with the kansho ringing.
Okay, we are going to chant 3 mantras. First mantra is 100 syllable mantra. So this mantra is to bring forth our Buddha nature. Our Buddha nature is like fresh water. It's like fresh breeze. Our Buddha nature is like polished diamond. Sometimes our Buddha nature falls in the dirt and get dirty. So we have to clean it up and put on our crown. So this mantra, 100 syllable mantra, is just to do that, cleanse our Buddha nature. So let us chant together. So there are 3 mantras, but we start with the first one. So you have the fire. So we're going to recite this 100 syllable mantra 3 times. Om Benza Sado Samaya Manu Palaya Benza Sado Tenopa Titanda Dome Bavai Sadoin Kayo Me Bavai Suboy Kayo Me Bava Anurado Me Bava Sarva Siddhi Mendrayanza Sarva Karma Sutta Me Tsidam Shiriya Guru Ha 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 Ho Bangavan Sarva Tadhain Gada Benza Mame Munza Benzi Bhava Maha Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manu Palaya Benza Sato Denopa Titanda Dome Bava Sudoin Kayo Me Bava Suboy Kayo Me Bava Anurato Me Bava Sarva Siddhi Mendrayanza Sarva Karma Sutta Me Tsidam Shiriya Guru Ha 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 Ho Bangavan Sarva Dadhain Gadam Benza Mame Munza Benzi Bhava Maha Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manu Palaya Benza Sato Tenopa Titanda Dome Bava Sudoin Kayo Me Bava Suboy Kayo Me Bava Anurado Me Bava Sarva Siddhi Mendrayanza Sarva Karma Sutta Me Tsidam Shiriya Guru Ha 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 Ho Bangavan Sarva Dadhain Gadhain Benza Mame Munza Benzi Bhava Maha Samaya Sato Om Benza Sado Samaya Manu Palaya Benza Sato Tenopa Titanda Dome Bava Sudon Kayo Me Bava Subon Kayo Me Bava Anurato Me Bava Sarva Siddhi Mendrayanza Sarva Karma Sutta Me Tsidam Shiriya Guru Ha 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 Ho Bangavan Sarva Tathain Gadhain Benza Mame Munza manza benze bawa maha samoyo soto. Let us breathe in gently and let us breathe out gently. Totally be one with natural rhythm of our own breath. Breathe in gently, breathe out gently. Now let us chant the second mantra. Second mantra is to purify our perceptions. Our reality is made of three aspects: sense objects, and sense organs, and mental consciousness. So this mantra helps us to recognize the beauty of external reality and also our sense organs and our mind. Three things: beautiful dance. Every moment of our life, these three things happening, beautiful dance. So this mantra is to remind us and recognize us and enrich our being. So let us chant together the second mantra. Breathe in gently and breathe out gently. Be one with our own breath. Be one with natural rhythm of our own breath. Breathe in gently. Breathe out gently. The third mantra is the mantra of heart, our heart, compassion. So we worship Buddha we follow Buddha's teachings, the purpose of following Buddha's teaching and practice and worship Buddha is to benefit sentient beings on this earth, help everyone out, including ourselves. So this mantra, last mantra, is to help us become more compassionate, more caring, more open-minded, more tolerant person. So before we recite this mantra, we all chant together. So I'm gonna play this symbol. This is a very ancient symbol in Tibet. They used to activate compassion within our hearts. If compassion had a sound, it sounds like this. Let us chant the mantra of compassion together. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Breathe in gently, breathe out gently. Be one with our own natural rhythm of a breath. Breathe in gently, breathe out gently. Let us dedicate the merits derived from our sacred thoughts and our chanting for the benefit of all sentient beings. Sunom Deyo Domje Zekwa Domne Nyebe Danon Pamje Ne Shigana Je Balan Chubai Siben Solen Doi Jon Jamba Bawe Chedar Chemba Na Kundo Zambo Deyon Dejin The dog and Jesu, Dao Jing, Yaon, the Don, Domje, Rabdong, Sanje, Kusum, Niebe, Shinla, Don, Chinye, Menjero, Dembe, Shinla, Don, Gende, Meshin, Dembe, Shinla, Jije, Dao, Huam, Hala, Droboy, Sho.
Thank you very much, Lama Wangchuk. You probably see it at the bottom of your program, but just to call your attention to it, if you would like to join with group meditation sessions, Mondays 7 to 8 p.m. over in the Annex Temple. In a moment, Ms. Wendy Yumori will recite a poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. Tagore is also known as the Bard of Bengal and was a poet, philosopher, playwright, novelist, composer, artist, and social reformer. He was born in Calcutta, India in 1861. He won a Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913 for his anthology of poems, Gitanjali, or Song Offerings. When Tagore stopped in Honolulu on his way to Japan in 1929, he delivered a talk in this very hall to a standing room only assembly of members and guests of diverse nationalities. The first Tagore poem that Ms. Wendy Yumori will recite is entitled, Where the Mind is Without Fear.
Where the mind is without fear, and the head is held high. Where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. Where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake.
Thank you, Wendy. Now we reset the platform up front here. I'd like to introduce our musicians to you. Mr. Udi Bar-David is an internationally known cellist and was most recently a member of the concerto soloists of the Philadelphia Orchestra. He is a versatile improviser of music of all genres. Udi has generously shared his gift of music with the Hawaii Betsuin community. He also brings a vision for a music program that brings people together to nurture peace here and in the wider community. Joining Udi tonight as special musical guests are Mr. Stephen Casano, a shakuhachi master, and Erika Bar-David. Stephen is a licensed teacher and active performer of shakuhachi and plays in venues such as the Bishop Museum, Honolulu Academy of Arts, and other venues throughout Hawaii and internationally. Shakuhachi is a traditional Japanese instrument with a deep connection to Buddhism. Erika Bar-David is a daughter of Udi and a violinist. Since Erika returned to Hawaii in 2019, she has taught and shared the beauty of music with the community. She has been affiliated with the Aloha, Manoa, and Masaki music schools and has substituted with the Hawaii Symphony Orchestra. Now I would like to pass the microphone to Mr. Udi Bar-David.
This is my microphone. Hi everyone, my name is Udi Bar-David. Applause is welcome. This is, music and art is all about contrasts. So from the very meditative, I also want you to feel very loose and turn to each other and have fun. So I opened with a music that I actually was introduced to many years ago when I studied with the Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh. I went to visit him in France, in Plum Village, and I found a cello. I don't know, we just traveled on the mountains and we looked for a cello because I really wanted to play for him. I read many of his books, I meditated on his books, and I finally got to meet him. So this is a melody that was composed in Plum Village to one of his chants. And so I would like to move to, since we are talking about Tagore and his influence, and by the way, it's very interesting because where I grew up in Tel Aviv, near my home, one of the streets was named after Tagore. He was a very close friend of the Jewish people and Israel early on. And he's all about interconnectedness and the universality of everything. So that brings me to Johann Sebastian Bach, because I always felt that Bach is probably the most universal composer known to us. And so I would like to play from Bach, from his second suite in D minor for solo cello. He wrote 6 suites, and this is the prelude, the first movement of the second suite. So my journey started in Tel Aviv. I grew up in Tel Aviv, and a lot of music that I heard back then and I absorbed was either Jewish traditional music, music from prayers, but also many folk songs that were written especially in the mid to late part of the 20th century. So I would like to play for you a couple of the first segment it's called Yedid Nefesh. Yedid Nefesh means friend of the soul. And for me, that's what Jewish soul music is. Actually, when I play spirituals, I always think that Hasidic music is Jewish spirituals, actually. And then the second one is called Lech Lamidbar, which is a very upbeat song. I promised you contrast, so we are going to have contrast today, yes. And I just want you to really feel comfortable and move around. And no, I mean seriously, it's because otherwise I get very uncomfortable performing. So here is Yedid Nefesh followed by Lech Lamidbar. So I've been listening to Hawaii many times now in the last few years, but I do have to credit the inspiration to come here and just being able to absorb the incredible spirit of the people, the native Hawaiian, certainly the Japanese American community. Much of it I credit to my daughter Erika, who has actually been here since summer of 2019, before COVID. So I asked Erika to join me today, and we are going to play for you. So Erika is an Erika Sato Bar-David. That's her full name. So as you can see, she is multicultural. Her mother is from Japan. She also happened to be my wife. That's the way it worked out. And I am from Israel. So what we would like to, while Erika is getting set up here, I think she's going to be standing, so we're good. We are going to play for you a short introduction from a duet by Glier, who was a Russian composer, mostly 20th century. And then we would like to follow with the famous melody from the film Schindler's List, because it really represents something so deep that, I don't know, I just feel that nowadays it's so important to remind ourselves what happened in history, what happened over the 20th century before, and in order to make sure that things like this don't happen again, that people get along and people find the interconnectedness. We would like to play that for you, and then we will follow, as we promise always, contrasts. I'll save it, I'll tell you after we play this. So this is a Glier and Schindler's List, yes? What happened behind me?
What he doesn't know.
Always good to check. And you know the three B's. Bach, there is Brahms, who is left? Who? Beethoven, thank you. So here's Beethoven. Thank you for your help. This is a little bit of a duet by Beethoven from his first duet for violin and cello, Allegro from Allegro Commodo, first movement. And now, very special treat. So it has been my dream for, by the way, am I okay with time? I need to make sure with the authorities. Am I okay with time? Okay. We're going to go a little longer, definitely. Okay, Erika. So it has been my dream for many years to play with a shakuhachi player. And the instrument represents so much spirit. And finally, a few days ago, I had a rehearsal at the Pune Ho School with our very special guest, and Stephen Casano. And please welcome Stephen. And I think we realized that the shakuhachi and cello is actually a very, very nice combination. Of course, I hope you agree. I mean, you will agree once you hear it. Of course, you don't have to agree yet because you haven't heard anything yet of us. So I'm going to ask Stephen maybe to introduce just the instrument a little bit and maybe what you're going to play.
Hello. So this is the traditional Japanese shakuhachi. It's made from bamboo. Quick question, does anyone know what the name means, shakuhachi? Yes. Yeah. It's the actual length of the instrument. So this instrument in particular is called shakuhasun, which is about 1 foot 8 inches. So it was traditionally played by Buddhist monks as a tool for meditation. So today we're going to be hearing some more modern pieces for the instrument, but it will still have that same flavor of the traditional, what we call konten honkyoku, or the classical honkyoku. So, thank you. The next piece we'll be playing is a piece called Forest Whispers. It was actually written by a graduate of the University of Hawaii who is now a professor at Texas A&M University. We actually went to high school together, me and this composer. So I've known him a long time, and when I initially knew him, we had no interest in shakuhachi. But later, 20 years after graduating, we just happened to meet up in Japan. And both studying shakuhachi, so it's quite a coincidence. So he's made his career as a composer, specializing in Western music using Japanese instruments and a mixture of the two. His name is Marty Regan, and this piece is called Forest Whispers.
Stephen Casano, and this was the world premiere. You were present at the world premiere. So, this is actually our grand finale, which will start with a poem that Wendy is going to read. Would you like me to play a little introduction to your poem? Okay. And then I will follow with upbeat song, which is always good to end with. It's called Hora Mamtera. It's a dance from Israel, and it means water sprinkler. That's what it is. I didn't write it, I'm just playing it. So please welcome Wendy. Before I forget, are you having a good time? Yes? Okay. Okay. We have to check periodically. Yes. And would you come back for more music and culture here? Okay. I think there are ways to stay in touch. Yes? There are ways to stay in touch. So please do. Please do.
This poem is called Stream of Life by Rabindranath Tagore. Stream of life. The same stream of life that runs through my veins night and day, runs through the world and dances in rhythmic measures. It is the same life that shoots in joy through the dust of the earth in numberless blades of grass. And it breaks into tumultuous waves of leaves and flowers. It is the same life that is rocked in the ocean cradle of birth and of death, in ebb and in flow. I feel my limbs are made glorious by the touch of this world of life. And my pride is from the life throb of ages dancing in my blood at this moment.
I think we can all agree that we have just shared something very, very special. Thank you to Udi, Stephen, Erika, Lama, and Wendy. I'm pausing while they're giving lay here. To Reverend Hasebe and all of the event committee members and volunteers, we want to thank you for your efforts in organizing our Nirvana Day Concert. I'm sure we're all looking forward to the next one.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you all for sharing your time with us this evening. There are sign-in sheets. If you didn't get a chance to sign in at the entrance, you can use the online RSVP form. We invite you to sign in so that we can contact you for any future concerts that might be coming up. And just letting you know that most of us, be back here tomorrow morning at 9:30 for our regular service on Sunday. We invite you all to join us if you can. You're most welcome to enjoy us online as well. We've been broadcasting our services via Zoom, so you can join us that way if you choose not to, get out of your PJs. This concludes tonight's concert. Please join us downstairs in the social hall for light refreshments and fellowship. And you can also see a life-size oil painting of Tagore, if you wondered what Tagore looked like. Before we go down, I'd like to invite you to place your hands together in gassho and in a gesture of choosing in whatever way you choose to do it. And we say, Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you. Drive home safely. Oh, that one? Oh, that one. We're on Sunday services. Yeah. No. Just strike it. Just strike it. Yeah, just strike them both when they're doing the chanting.